Hi guys, welcome to Minutes with Michelle, and tonight we are going to share with you how to use these matte colors, this palette. And first I want to tell you, before I start diving into makeup and I'm giving you all these different suggestions and ideas, there are no rules when it comes to makeup. They are merely suggestions. So the purpose of makeup, it's just to enhance the features that you already have and define your features. And my goal is to help you ladies get out of your comfort zone, because I talk to many of you and a lot of people are just stuck. They've been doing the same thing for years and years and years, and they're just stuck doing the same thing. So I'm a rule breaker, so a lot of times when you see a tutorial from me when it comes to hair or where it comes to makeup, it will probably be completely different than what you've heard from somebody else. So the one thing that I want to share with you is the eyes is probably one of the most popular areas that ladies like to work on. It's also one of the main areas where there's going to be a lot of color, usually the eyes or the lips. So when you have a lot of color there, immediately that's where attention is drawn. So I really want to help you guys get out of your comfort zone. So, okay, there are dozens of ways to apply eyeshadow, and there's also lots and lots of textures. So a lot of you are familiar with smoky eye, the winged eye, downturned tricolor. There's metallic, matte finish, natural, glossy, soft, all kinds of different texture eyeshadows. They all have something different to offer. So what I wanted to share with you tonight is the matte shadow. And the reason why I'm going to share matte, what matte means is there's no shine and no shimmer. For a lot of ladies that are 40 and up and they start getting a little crepey above the eye, you want to use a shadow that does not have texture, and you also want a shadow that deflects the light. Because it would exasperate the fine lines and wrinkles when there is a frost or a texture finish. So, the first thing I want to share with you, I'm going to be using 3 different types of brushes. I'm going to be using this brush, and these are so cute. The way that these are marketed, give crease a chance. How cute is that? But I'm going to be using this brush, and it has 2 ends. And then I'm going to be using this brush and this brush. And they're all by the Balm, and I do carry them at Cottage Clippings. And as I use them, whoops, I'm dropping things. As I use these brushes, I'm going to share with you why I'm using them and the importance of them. I'm choosing these 3. These 3 fit the mold of my eyelid. So what that means is everybody has a different distance between their eye and their brow. The less space, the smaller the brush. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but when you see somebody else using a big brush and they say use this brush to apply this color at this stage, and it's not working for you and you only have a little bit of space to work with, it's because you need to downsize your brushes. So what I'm using is pretty standard. If you feel that you have less space than I do, then you'll just go downsizing with your brush. Hi Jamie. Hi honey. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to start with the lightest colors, but before I do that, I'm going to prep my eyes for the shadows. And in doing that, I'm going to be using this product. It's called Sourmé. This is a primer. The primer is going to cause you to get true to palette distribution on your eyelid. So what I want to show you is, okay, this eyelid does not have any eyeshadow on it whatsoever. And see how it's kind of darker? It's a little bit red, and it's a reddish brown. I want my eyelids to be completely free of any color so that when I apply color, I get the true color. And throughout the day, the color is not going to turn. So I'm going to use this. This is a little concealer brush, and it's small, and I'm just going to dip it in here. And again, this is Sorbet primer, and I do carry this at Cottage Clippings. It's $22, and it's the best money you'll ever spend for makeup because it's going to preserve it. So what I'm going to do, this side is already done. So look how light that is. And I'm going to take it right up to my eyebrow. And I also want to take it down in here because this is really light, and you want to reflect light all the time down here in the corner of your eye. It makes you look awake. If you're sleepy and had no sleep, it really, really helps. So you want to always have a little bit of light down there. And take this all around the eye. Okay, see that? Okay, that's what your primer should look like. It should look like that. It should have a nice white base so that when you go to use your colors, they go on really pretty. And then after you do that, where did I put it? Okay, I'm going to use, I have what's called wet dry foundation, and I'm going to seal it. And what wet dry does is it's an oil absorber. Eyelids are oily. Thank goodness, because if they weren't, we'd be wrinkle messes by the time we were 25. So I want to seal this a little bit with my wet dry. And the primer itself is an oil absorber. I give it a double dose. I don't know, because my makeup, so this makeup I put on at 7:30 this morning, and I tell you, I didn't touch it. I haven't touched it all day. It looks pretty good for being on. Holy cow. How long is that? 14 hours? So, okay. So the eyes are prepped. That's the most important part of your eyeshadow application, is the prepping. So the lighter the color, the bigger the brush. That's just a rule of thumb in the makeup industry all the time. So I'm going to use this end of my brush, and I'm going to go for the pink color. So I'm just going to swirl it in here. And I'm going to do the entire eye in this color. And so since I'm using that light color all over at once, it's going to allow me to blend all of the other colors. Are you guys out there? Eileen! Hi, Eileen! If while I'm going on doing this, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments because I can see them while I'm doing my eyes. Okay. So, can you guys see that on your end? Because when I look in my mirror, I can see it. I look at my tablet, thumbs up, yeah, okay. So the first one we did was the pink. Now we're going to transition into another color, and I'm going to use this one. Again, these are all matte shades, and I'm going to use this brush. I'm going to swirl the brush in here. Now here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's where it can get tricky. Wherever you first put your brush is where you're going to get the most distribution of makeup. That's the same with the hair product. When you have hair product in your hands, wherever you first put your hands in your hair is where you're first going to get the use of your product. So what you want to do is you always want to start on the outside of your eye. Boom. Okay? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Dance, dance, dance. Do a little bit of a wiggle. Then inside, then out. Wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, you can dance with your makeup. How fun is that? So you're going to wiggle, go in. Wiggle, go in. Now, mind you, I'm using a little bit of a bigger brush. And then we're going to work our way down to a smaller brush. So it's going to allow you to transition from light colors to dark colors, to really dark colors, and allow you to even do a smoky eye or whatever you want to do. So I'm going to do this again. So we're going to land our brush in the crease of our eye right above it and do a wiggle, right? Then you're going to go in and out, oh, another little wiggle, and just keep going back and forth. And then you can always come back with your big fluffy one that you started with and kind of blend it a little. Okay, so that was using this brush here. We're going to downsize to this size brush. And I'm going to go for this maroon color right here. And we're going to do the exact same thing that we just did. And we're going to start here and kind of wiggle and go back and forth. Same exact motion. Hi, Michelle Hobe. How are you, friend? My buddy old pal, I miss you. You guys follow me, you get this? It's not rocket science. So just wiggle and then go back and forth. Do a little dance. And again, we're using these matte colors. They're so age appropriate for us ladies. Okay. So we started here, went to here, went to here. Now we're going to go into these little bit of darker colors, and I'm downsizing my brush. I'm going to swirl it in there. And now we're down 3 sizes. I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to wiggle here. Okay, so what I want to show you, these brushes are not flat, they are round, and that's important for you to know. These are all rounded, except for this one. I love this brush. It's really, really great for getting in the crease and creating that first transition step. So we're into this darker color still, and wherever you first put your brush is where you're going to get the most makeup. So you're going to do your wiggle, then back and forth, and the wiggle. Easy, right? Say yes, easy, very easy. Then, if you want to do a little bit of work in here and you want to make this nice and dark, we're going to go to this dark color here, and I'm actually going to use this brush. A lot of people probably wouldn't use that, but I am, and here's what we're going to do. I'm going to draw a V. So this whole part's super easy. Okay, we use 3 different brushes. Now we're going to come down to this part, and I'm going to do this. I'm just going to draw a V, just like that. And you're going to want to pat it. So when you deal with those darker colors and you're down here close to your eye, this is where you get all the fallout and it can fall on your face. So you are going to want to pack it. You're not going to do any swishing with this. You're just going to take your brush and you're going to set it in place like this. And then you can take it underneath and draw it up into there. You guys like that? Are you learning something? Yes? I know, Michelle, so do I. I love the matte colors. Okay. Okay. And that's really it. And you could do that with any of these colors here. They look vibrant on here, but when you go to put them on, I mean, they're really, really subtle. You could almost still do a really bright lipstick with this look, I think. So after you do all of that, then you can do your eyeliner on top. You can also, if you're a girl that just loves glam and sparkle and you can't deal with just doing these matte colors, I totally get it. What you would do, again, you're going to want to use a packing brush, something that is dense and small. You can dip it in your frost if you're a total frost girl, or a little bit of glitter. If you want to do the glitter, you're going to dip your packing brush in and you're going to put it right here. And then that's it. But I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm going to save that for another tutorial. But but that's it, guys. That's using the matte, and we used 1, 2, 3, 4 of the colors on there. Again, there's no sparkle. And I do have another one that came in. I showed you guys before. He's in nude colors, and they're very slate and really, really pretty. So I hope that this, guys, helps you. I hope that this video helps you. Don't forget about your primer and the brushes. They are essential. And you can get these things at Cottage Clippings. So next week, I think we're going to do some red carpet ready hairstyles. I posted a hairstyle a couple weeks ago. I got a request from Judy Roman. She wants me to do a tutorial on how to do the red carpet ready slicked back hairstyle that I posted that my daughter had a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to do that live for you guys, and I hope to see you then. So like and share my video. You know me. In 2 days, I'm going to do a drawing for a free gift. And when you share the video, just make sure that you put in the share how to put on eyeshadows. This is just a suggestion, ladies. There are several ways to do this. So I hope that this helps you get out of your comfort zones. And I'll talk to you soon. Love you all. Bye.